my fucking eggnog!
Eggnog is sports! Sports and eggnog! Yeah! Woo!
Don't have the hair to rock, but
The big old tub of eggnog.
Eggnog is sports! Sports and eggnog! Eggnog is sports! Sports and eggnog! Oh, sports!
Welcome back.
we are live with the never before seen first ever Game Day Nog.
Game.
How are you feeling?
I feel good. I feel real good because we're getting started at 10 o'clock at night, and I've finished off this
You've had
screwball,
your time.
half the screwball eggnog before we
Where's-
got rolling. So
Oh, I see. Okay, there's still some in there. Okay,
there's still some in there. We're in
I
for
made my own batch.
we're in
I
for a
whipped up
good
a batch.
Yeah, you whipped up a batch. That is
Well, okay, look,
that
I
is-
didn't do
that
the
is-
egg part.
that is Mama's eggnog.
No, I mean I purchased nog, and then I added my own alcohol. So tonight it's
Yeah.
Sailor Jerry.
Yeah.
Me and the Sailor don't have a long history, but I know how much of him is in there. So I'm
Yeah.
a bit scared.
Been scared.
I'm a bit scared of the Sailor Jerry.
Is this what episode of podcast is this? Is this 20?
This is
num-
Bank
This is number 20. Welcome to the 20th episode of the Game Day Chug podcast. I'm your
If
host,
you're new here,
TJ.
make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you follow. Make sure you share. All of the above. If
All
you're here
of
for
the
nog
above.
related content, I'm sorry, this is the one and only. You'll have to come back next year.
You don't see a lot of other podcasts chugging nog.
They nog like us.
It's not gonna happen.
I can't come up with too many worse.
Let's move on to more serious matters, and that is the Houston Texans winning their 7th win in a row, their 10th of the season, the undisputed best defense in the league.
And we had some guys out on defense. Aziz did not play.
Bless you.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. He did not play. We are down 2 defensive tackles for the season. Settle and
All right.
Mario Edwards.
All right.
Makes a difference. Makes a big difference because you got to be able to push the front of the pocket. You can't just come around the outside.
Yeah.
And it's also in the run game. You saw that with
Yeah.
Genty.
Middle.
Genty did his thing.
Yeah. No, I don't think they exploited us a little bit, but I mean they did exploit us a little bit, but I don't think it's anything to be too concerned about.
The NFL does this. They say any given Sunday for a reason. That's a game that Texans have definitely lost in the past.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
The Raiders.
That's a game they go out and lose with their pride, wearing their battle red jerseys
Yeah,
for a second time in a season.
it was like a surprise red.
It was a surprise red. And how could they, those arrogant sons of bitches, be rolling into NRG Stadium high and mighty like that? But you know what? At the end of the day, they took care of business. They took care of business. Wearing the high and mighty Battle Red.
I saw a stat. I saw a CJ stat. Okay, because right now everyone wants to. We're going to be down on the offense, so I'm going to say something good about the offense.
Yeah, give me a good CJ stat because I got to be honest with you. I had him in my fantasy lineup this week. He didn't give me a lot of good CJ stats.
No.
No.
You had him in your fantasy lineup. Was this like a playoff game?
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
No, it wasn't. Go on with what you're saying.
Okay. Stats. No turnovers the last 3 games by CJ. 1 sack in the last 2 games taken by CJ.
Yeah.
No lost fumbles all season.
Yeah.
Taking care of the football. Whether that results in an offensive explosion or not, doesn't happen all the time. Didn't happen. Took care of the ball, won the game, sneak by, go to the next week. It happens. It happens.
Yeah.
But you played him, and you played Higgins too, and Higgins only had like 2 catches. They were both on the last drive of the week, or the last drive of the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I didn't think I'd fucking be in this situation, Clay.
No one did. No one thought you'd be here.
I'm not going to the zoo.
Going to the zoo.
I'm not going to the zoo.
You are going to the zoo.
No, I'm not. I am not. Whoever gets, then we should respin it.
The wheel is just.
The wheel is not just, but
the wheel has to stand for something.
Or
else it'll fall for everything.
No, I had a 7-7 record, but
I know you did.
It could have been you. It could
have been.
It could have been Taylor.
It could have been.
Could have been Steven. It could have been all of yous.
Yes.
It could have been all of yous.
Absolutely. And we'd have to do it.
No.
I would never
do it.
I would never not do it.
There are 2 other people in this league that couldn't combine for 5 wins.
But they beat you when it mattered.
I'm not getting thrown out of a zoo. I'm not getting
You put me in a really hard spot here.
I'm not getting thrown out of a zoo. I'll put you in a hard spot. What's the hard spot? What's the hard spot?
What am I supposed to do? Is the wheel supposed to be toothless?
Huh?
Is the wheel supposed to be toothless?
Spin the wheel.
We say all year.
Spin the wheel.
No.
Spin the wheel again.
Why? Why would I do that?
Spin
There's
the wheel
such an easy way for you to get kicked out of the zoo.
Spin the wheel.
If you're listening and following along, if you have an easy way to get kicked out of the zoo, go ahead and drop it in the comments.
Spin the wheel right now, Clay. Spin the wheel.
It's a non-binding spin. The spin means nothing.
Spin the wheel. I want the people to see it. I want the people to see the spin.
Oh. There it was.
No, that's what? That's a horrible spin. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel.
Okay. I'm going to spin the wheel. The spin means nothing. You can think that this spin means something.
The spin means something.
I'm going to spin it. This is just for your own giggles. But I have some really great ideas on how you can get kicked out of the zoo.
No, I don't want to hear them. Spin the wheel. Seat.
Let me think about seat. Oh, that's a golden toilet seat in your bathroom for a year.
Oh, I'll do that.
No, that's pretty lame. I think you're going to go to the zoo.
I'll do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the golden seat. I'm doing the golden seat. TJ.
Look, so I have some really good ideas.
The golden seat of shits.
Look how easy this would be. Look how easy this would be. You stand with your back. You stand with your back to the lions. Okay, the lions are behind me, and you're filming me up here. Okay, we get near an employee, and you go. All right, go. Hey, I'm TJ with TJ Does Crazy Stupid Stuff in Public, and today I'm going to see if I can get one of these lions to swipe my butt. And they're going to say, sir, 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 sir. No. You
No.
got to go.
Yeah.
It's easy. You don't have to take this to the nth.
It's that easy. It's that easy.
I'll
I
be there. I'll be
am
there for you.
going to sit on a golden chair.
You can do both. That's fine.
No,
I'm fine
I'm
with you
not.
doing
I'm
both.
not going to the zoo. I'm not going to the zoo.
You will.
I'm
You
not.
will.
I'm not.
I have to draw a line. I have
I
to
was
make.
7-7. I was
It doesn't
7-7.
matter if you were
There's
7-7.
No, the pooper should go to the worst fucking team in the whole goddamn league. That was
But
not me. That was not me. That was
uh,
not me. That was
I'm gonna do
guy
something
who's
that I
not even
haven't.
in our fucking league right now.
I'm gonna do something that I
Apparently, the
haven't
first guy I
done
played
on this
was a guy named
podcast
for
yet.
Zach White,
I'm
whoever
going
the
to
fuck
read
that is.
an
Who is
excerpt
that? Who is
from the
that?
Dupe Soup.
Who is that?
I'll begin now. What is good for our league is the high variance and ability for any team to win on any given week. For example, Matt, with only his 4th win on the season, has pulled an epic upset in the final round of the Pooper Bowl playoff, sending TJ to his 2nd straight punishment. I want to reiterate the infallible nature of this bracket's construction. One of the few blessings this league affords to its playoff teams, no matter how raggedy, is the safeguard from the punishment. A team that by most metrics and by record was closer to the Sov than the Poop has found himself in the 9th circle of hell. A far better season than last, but when the chips were down, his team's injuries mounted and he did not recover. TJ is indeed the Pooper Bowl champion. This is not a designation to the worst team, far from it. There is an owner who abandoned fantasy football altogether because of this season's woes, and to really drive the point home, the 8th place team in this league would have beaten everyone in every bracket this week with 191 points. It's a top 3 score. If you don't make the playoff, you're not safe from the punishment. In a league about wins and losses, everyone but one will come up 1 win short. And that's all that happened to you. You came up 1 win short. You didn't score 120 points in the last 2 weeks of the season. It's not good enough to save your butt from the monkeys and the macaws and the lions. You got to go to the zoo. And I'm sorry. I'll be there with you. Your best friends will be there with you. Think of what it would do for Game Day Chug Nation. Shout out Papa Flo for the sick koozie.
Hey, that's a cool coot.
Did you get one?
I
Yeah.
got one of those.
Yeah.
I got a.
I didn't bring my other ones. I just brought the one for my cup.
This one. We're not going to move away from the subject.
From the topic? Are you sure?
Rockets.
By the way, look at this cup.
I
It's
saw
the
you
only
do a quick
season-
swipe. I'm not going to the zoo. I'm not going to the zoo. But Papa Flo, this is his retirement.
Papa Flo, shout out. Tell us if you think that TJ should go to the zoo.
No, TJ should not go to the zoo. He has
He
a
should.
daughter. He has a daughter, Papa Flo.
Papa Flo would take his daughter to the zoo to watch you be ejected.
No, that wouldn't be a good Papa thing to do.
I'd like to take my children.
Well,
They
yeah.
can see Uncle TJ get
You're not
ejected.
getting thrown out of the zoo.
It would be okay if I was. I
No,
can come
this
up
is
with a way.
This is
You
a
didn't
trip.
watch enough Impractical Jokers, and it
Honestly,
shows.
okay, so look, there's a reptile zoo in town. I was thinking it's not very popular, but it's kind of like popular to the locals. I was thinking maybe
Mhm.
that's the zoo.
Any zoo you want, brother. It doesn't have to be the Houston Zoo. It doesn't have to be the biggest zoo
But-
in town.
I'm not going to a zoo.
Yar.
No.
Okay. This is a funny.
I think
We're
the
getting
rules
around
are
the
bullshit.
elephant.
I think the rules are bullshit.
That's
I
an
think-
off-season topic. That's not a right now topic.
That's a right now topic. You have nothing to play for. I have nothing to play for. There's nothing to be played for us. It's a right now topic. I think the rules are bullshit.
Why is it bullshit? You had the easiest path to not get the pooper. You played the two worst teams in the league.
The pooper should go to the team that performed worse of the entire season.
So it should just go to the person who finishes regular season in last. There should be no bracket, is what you're saying.
There should be no bracket.
Well, you can bring that up in the off-season meetings, because there it will have sway. But here it does not. And we must go by the law of the
I
land.
deserved it.
I have
This year-
appointed a punishment czar, a wheel czar, and our ruling is just.
No,
It's just. And we'll be there with you every step of the way.
I'm not going.
The alternative is that you get a
Not
sussy.
I'm not
Do
going.
you need a suspension?
Give
like-
me find me.
I will fine you. I will fine you.
Find me.
No first rounder.
And no, that's not a good fine.
Okay, you're out. You have to sit on the bench for a year. You don't get to play next year.
Do it.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I think that you are smart enough and capable enough to get your way out of this without it being as hellish as you think.
Kick me out, commit.
I can't do it. The founding four sounds much better than the founding three. Okay,
Kick me out, commish.
we're gonna move on because this is not gonna go anywhere. Texans played bad, result good.
Yeah,
Aggies played bad, result disastrous.
yeah, not
Absolutely
good. For the
terrible.
Aggies.
For some reason, it was the windiest day in College Station history. There were, 4 missed kicks. One of them was blocked, but the offense had plenty of opportunity. The defense kept them in the game, the whole game. I don't know if I can say Marcel Reed is the problem. I don't know if the offensive coordinator leaving or saying that he was leaving and having to divide his time is part of it. I can tell you that had we lined up against Notre Dame last week, the result would have been similar. We wouldn't have been playing a 41-40 game again. The offense looked completely different from the beginning of the season to the end. The last month, it just was not clean at all. And maybe some of that is Le'Veon Moss being out, but that was the sad part to me, is that it just wasn't the same offense. Whether that, if you chalk that up to the caliber of defense that you were playing, I thought that Notre Dame on paper is supposed to have a good defense.
What's your assessment of all that? Do you think that it was the loss to Texas was that deflating, that it just sucked the air out of?
I don't know that I can say that. I think that things were in a bad position. Things were in a bad position before the South Carolina game. The South Carolina game was a scary one that you won on, an epic comeback, but the problems existed then. So I can't say that Texas is like the cause of your downfall. And obviously credit to them. They played a heck of a game against us. I just think that the offense as a whole took a nosedive in the last month of the season because it just wasn't the same. There wasn't, maybe it was the way he was being played. I think that you have to give credit to Miami's defense and Texas's defense. I don't buy into the fraud allegations. To go 11-0 and then lose your last two and it be unceremonious like this, it sucks. And the nationwide perception is definitely they were frauds. They didn't play anybody. Those teams at the bottom of the SEC got there, because we helped them get there. It's not like, I don't know.
Well,
and next year, the schedule is tough.
I was about to say, how you prove you're not frauds is you go and do it again next year. I mean, that's how you become one of those programs. No matter what's on your schedule, you're 11-1, you're 12-0, you
gotta play that way.
10-2. Like
it's not an easy schedule next year. I know that OU is on the schedule next year. Texas, obviously, LSU.
Yeah.
There's still no Bama, still no Georgia, so people will say fraud. I have a problem with college football as a whole at the moment. and it's the fact that we made the conferences so big and took the divisions out of it that you don't play everyone in your conference. You used to play everyone up and down your division and like one cross division game or something like that every season. So now you're comparing how we did versus how Alabama did. If you play, makes it a little easier to tell who's better. You know,
Yeah.
I have a problem with the seeding of the playoff. Ole Miss is the 6th seed, and they host Tulane. We're the 7th seed, and we host a program like Miami. Uh, you know, it's a big difference for the two teams. The difference is when you lost the game.
Yeah.
We lost the game, and it was the last data point that you have to look at.
Yeah.
Whenever Ole Miss lost to Georgia, they lost late, and they lost with 6 games left or something.
And here's
They had time to build back up. You know,
here's what A&M needs to realize is that game is always going to be at that point in the season.
yeah, it's always your last one.
Every year here on out. And it means
It means the whole season.
it hardly means anything to Texas. It always means everything to A&M. That's just how it is. That's just how it is.
Yeah, they see it as another chance to punk us.
Yeah.
And we're thinking about it all year long.
Yeah.
That's
So
what you call battered Aggie syndrome.
A&M's got to get that monkey off their back, and that monkey's been on their back for a long, long time.
You got to beat them like multiple years in a row before you can start treating it like it's not a big deal. Like just thinking about Ohio State and Michigan.
You gotta have a 10-year run. You gotta run the table for
it's happened once. It's happened once in the history of these programs that A&M has rattled off anything close to 10 wins against Texas. The lifetime record, you're never going to catch the lifetime record until we're in the dirt for a long, long time, if it ever comes to that. But yeah,
next year will be very, very important for the future recruiting class.
I think I said this. I may have said this in an episode before. I believe that at Fish Camp they told us that you could go over and win that game, and it's a successful season. So what does the opposite mean? If you go undefeated and you lose that game, it's a failure season. So I can't classify it as anything but a failure season.
Yeah. And that's all those guys. That's all those guys heard for the last 3 weeks before they took the field again.
But their offensive coordinator gets done with practice, throws on his purple hoodie, and starts recruiting.
Yeah,
like I liked the job he did, I guess, but it needed you guys be in house.
Well, that's
I
what
don't
I'm
know
saying.
what else to say.
Next year is so important for A&M and all the universities, but Lane, especially this area and this recruiting class, because it's going to be Lane's first season in Baton Rouge, and then you got Sarkisian, who's kind of on his last leg there. I think he's got couple more seasons. NFL's knocking on his door a little bit, but
I think that if Lane ever left LSU, it would be specifically for Bama. I think that's where he wants to go.
Yeah.
I think that's not, I'm not alone in that opinion. You know what I mean? I'm not the one who came up with that. I think that if DeBoer got fired from Alabama or left to go somewhere else, Lane would be the first one at the door.
Yeah, but I also could see if Lane gets one at LSU, him staying no matter what at LSU.
Could be.
Because then he can build his own legacy in LSU.
LSU is as gifted a program as it comes. There's not a lot of places that you can do as much as LSU. The whole state wants to go to LSU. People from this area, from Houston, will go to LSU.
That's what I'm saying. That's why next year is so important.
Yeah,
It's
and you play
so
them early. I think you play them maybe like week 4, so you got to catch them before they get their head of steam. Yeah, they upset me watching that game. Um,
yeah.
it was a bad taste in the mouth. So I can't do anything about it now. I only have one football team to root for. It's a good one. It's a good football team. It's a scary football team.
Papa Flo. Papa Flo.
Papa Flo, you already know.
You already know.
Papa Flo's.
Hey, we have a couple weeks to go before we got to start working on a song for the Colts game for that
Yeah, we got like
savage guy.
yeah, yeah. He needs something savage back.
Yeah,
Now he's been eliminated last night.
yeah.
Monday night, excuse me, at the time of this recording. Monday night, the Colts were taken out behind the barn and put down for good. Brock Purdy eviscerated them. He had like 5 touchdowns. And so the Colts are dead. The Colts play the Jags. It would be cool if they could help us out. I don't expect them to. And I don't know if Phillip is going to start again. I think that,
I bet he does. I bet he does.
I mean, just like a last hurrah type of thing.
Yeah,
Came
why not?
back, have these last 2 also.
I saw today the reason why he came back. I mean, he got like plus 250,000 for the games played, but he got an additional 5 years of his family's
Oh, the health insurance.
insurance, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
he's got
dude,
10
that's why.
dependents on there.
Yeah, yeah. He not only added because he didn't play that bad. He added to his Hall of Fame legacy, and then he also got his whole family, all 11 of
Yeah,
his
10
kids,
kids and a grandkid.
10 kids and a grandkid. He got all of them health insurance for the next 5 years.
That game was
Useless.
very pivotal in our fantasy league. It determined the winners and losers of the semifinal rounds. We have a
Fuck
championship
that league.
matchup.
Fuck that league, commissioner.
You are on
Fuck.
thin ice, partner. I will not hesitate. I will not hesitate.
Fuck that league.
I'm going to
What are
I'm
you gonna
going to have a serious talk with my wheels are about this
What are you gonna
because
do? What are you gonna do?
we're gonna have to take some corrective measures. I'm not happy with the way that you're speaking. I think that you feel emboldened. You shouldn't feel emboldened. You should feel
I feel emboldened.
sad.
No, I feel emboldened. I feel like there needs to be a change in this
You're
league.
like Kim Jong Un. I'm just gonna nuke you and call
There
it
needs-
done.
There needs to be a change in this league. It's
Hey,
Pooper
you know what?
Bowl tournament is silliness. What is
It's
this?
not.
It's
Every
silliness.
league does this.
Silliness. Is this junior high? It should be whoever sucks
Hey.
the most in the entire league. This
If you
league
didn't make the playoffs and you
league is
didn't win in the
bush
Pooper Bowl
league.
bracket,
Bush
you're out.
league.
That's you.
Bush.
It's not Bush. You didn't score 120 in the last
Bush
2 weeks
league.
when you needed it against the 2 teams who were the worst. Look, if you want to make a change and an impact on the way that the Pooper Bowl bracket is handled,
Hit the
there's no one
campaign
better
trail.
than the person who's done the punishment the last 2 times. Keywords: done the punishment the last 2 times. Your
That's-
word would actually carry weight. And by your doing it, manning up and doing it, and then coming to the table to say, I think that there should be changes. Let's all talk about it as a league. Fine. But until you are told, sir, you gotta go, I can't tell you anything different than, sir, you gotta go. I can't I can't take your opinions on this matter. I can't. I agree. I said it already. You were much closer to the Sov than the poop. But here we are. You lost when it mattered. You gotta get kicked out of the zoo, and then we can talk about how we go forward. Okay? Thank you for your time. You want to do the flight fight?
One pint down to the goal. The tap stay full. The stay grow. Drafting teams like a war machine.
Not happy with what just happened.
Fight, raise the glass.
Whatever just happened, I'm not happy.
Foam fries, high battles clash.
Oh man. I caught shrapnel. I caught nog.
Good. You deserve it. You deserve it.
Thanks.
Commissioner. You deserve it.
Thanks. That's so kind of you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, would you look at that?
Oh, we're flighting. What's our fight flight? What are we
It
doing?
is Christmas movies.
Mm. Mm.
Jug's empty.
Oh.
Now, cup is to the brim. Cup is to the brim, but this is not a challenge. You don't need to. You see, but the thing is you already started that. You've been going.
Yeah, I've been going. I'm not gonna stop going. So you think I'm gonna stop going about this zoo?
You should right now. You should stop going about it right now. We can pick it up in about 15. Okay. We can talk about some great ways. As I said before, in the comments, please let us know if you have any authentic, ingenuity-driven ways to get kicked out of the zoo. I've asked a multitude of people how they would do it. There's a lot of ways to do this without having the law involved.
This is bullshit.
All right, Christmas movies. And I'm first. I'm going to take my favorite Christmas movie, as I should, right? I'm going to take Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I just know that there's a lot of them, but there's none that are quite like that one.
Yeah, no, this is what I'm wearing. I'm
You're wearing Griswold. Yeah. And you had the shitter's full ugly sweater on last week.
Yeah, sure did. Way to take my pick.
I had to.
Pick.
I had to. You had to be punished somehow.
Fuck you.
This one's not for the kids. The Nog episode is not for the kids.
Merry Christmas, kids. This is what life is like.
Don't be me.
You give everything you got and get nothing in return.
Who was your least favorite? Who's a pick you'll never pick again?
Like from my draft or just throughout the
From your draft?
Keon Coleman.
Yeah, that's a good pick because he's done nothing. Never again will I allow you to do nothing for me.
Nothing.
It's good. It's a good pick. I'm glad that you said that. That's Cam Newton agrees with you. I don't know if you've seen that video.
I am.
Cam Newton he got up in his ass.
Yeah. And you know what? It looked like such a great pick after the first game.
How are you that good and you're with Josh and you do nothing?
Yeah. Well, he had like 28 points the first game of the season and then literally nothing.
I mean, he's had like 3 healthy scratches this season. just like you're not good enough to play today.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
And I traded for Saquon late there. Was that a good idea? I don't know, but I
It was a
traded.
good idea. I think it was a good idea. You offloaded Justin Jefferson, which was actually the better part of that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, and but what's Saquon's worth? Next year is he gonna? He's obviously going to drop, but how far?
Probably not out of the first, but you won't find me getting him because I'm swearing off Eagles. I don't unless I see an offensive coordinator, one that I know,
Yeah,
and I'm not doing it
yeah,
because they gave me hell all year.
yeah.
Okay, give me 2 movies.
Okay. My favorite Christmas movie is Jim Carrey's The Grinch.
It's a good one. He's so ugly. It's a really ugly Grinch. It's
Well,
almost
yeah, and it's just so
for the
good.
kids.
It's just so good. I mean,
He's
the story, everything.
he's so like he can. Not many actors can embody the Grinch and really pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
He did very good. It's a very good movie.
Yeah,
Good pick.
yeah. Thank you. For my second pick, I'm going to take Elf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elf is a great movie too. The
Yeah.
Great Will Ferrell.
The Great Will Ferrell.
I need to watch Elf. I haven't watched Elf this Christmas season.
How many Christmas movies have you watched this season?
I watched one I'm gonna take now. I watched Home Alone.
Mm-hmm.
Home Alone, classic. I don't know what all to say about Home Alone. It's like whenever you were a kid.
Have you heard the interviews of Macaulay Culkin talking about?
Yeah, just recently about how his kids are watching him, and they're
They
like,
haven't
"That
quite
looks
figured out that he's Kevin yet, and they're just like,
that's magical." They're like, "Can we see some pictures from whenever you were a kid?" And they're like, "That looks like Kevin."
Yeah, and he's like,
It does look like Kevin, doesn't it?
it might be.
I dig all the pranks and all the things that all the traps he sets up. The pizza man, and he puts the TV on.
Yeah,
He's like, "I'm gonna give you to the counter tree before I fill you full of lead."
yeah,
Yeah, so just
yeah.
good movie,
I love
great
Home
movie. All
Alone.
right.
Home Alone is one of my favorites.
As a kid, I can't really explain why. I watched Home Alone 3 more than you should, which is not Macaulay Culkin. It's some other kid.
No,
I did. I watched it more than I should have.
Home Alone 3 was Max Keeble. Did you?
There you go.
Yeah, Max Keeble. Did you watch that one?
His big move.
Yeah, his big move.
He had the bowl cut.
Yeah,
The woman kind of looked like Michael Jackson.
yeah.
I remember that there was like a plaster of Paris thing.
Yeah,
Like flung the plaster of Paris. It's
yeah,
the same formula. Okay, we get it, but
Yeah.
they had to generate some more cash flow. Macaulay Culkin was grown up, so you had to find a new kid. I get it.
Going through his teenage years, then
Charge it to the game, you know.
Yeah.
For my third pick, I am going to take. I'm in between two. I'm going to pick the one that's probably less popular, but I like it more. Christmas with the Cranks.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's just great because they want to leave town, and then Christmas basically gets thrust upon them. They've got spray tans. They're getting ready to go on a beach vacay, and life happens, and Christmas falls in your lap.
Tim Allen at his best.
I mean, there's a lot of his prime was a long time.
Yeah, he had a good watch.
He's one of the greats.
He's one of the greats. One of the greats. All right. Well,
He's one of the greats. Tim Allen.
Tim Allen. I love Tim Allen.
Tim Allen. Wow.
Tim, the
What a guy.
Two-Man Taylor.
Whenever he makes that sound, what is it?
All right, for my third pick, I'm going to take Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
It's also good.
You can't watch one without the other.
I agree with that. I think that some of the stunts or the tricks are probably better in 2.
What?
And
Repeat that? Sorry,
I said I think that some of the stunts, some of the things that Kevin does are probably better in 2. Like it's a little more outlandish. They also have such a big plot point to overcome that they've tried this before and we left him, so we have to bring him. And it still happens. So
yeah.
Well, he gets on the wrong plane, but it still happens.
They had the audience. They knew people were going to come after the first one, and they just the stunts,
they followed their formula.
It was
and they did a great job at it.
More refined, but still a Christmas classic.
It is.
Every time you watch that movie, who doesn't go like, man, Christmas in New York would be so cool.
Yeah. Not me.
You don't say that ever?
No, but I've never been to New York, and I don't have any desire to go to New York.
I've never been to New York either, but you don't think of, Frank Sinatra, New York.
That's not what New York is like now. So, no. Maybe if it was 1995, I would think yes.
But what do they say about New York? New York, baby, it's a city that you can make it. You can make it.
No, they say if you can make it here, you can make it everywhere, which means you might not make it here.
You can make it New York. You can make it New York. New York. That's what
I don't think anyone says.
Gotta make it you, baby.
Make it New York. You sound like Dickie V. Baby, New York.
Don't put you into New York. Make you York.
I get all of my New York through Seinfeld. That's as much New York as I need. That's as much New York as I can handle.
Yeah.
My list is coming along, by the way. I've started to break it down. I have my list of 20, and I'm moving my rankings around. You took Lost in New York. You have one left in this go.
Oh.
You have you have 2 more picks, but you have one right now, and then I get my last 2.
This is a tough one because I've been thinking that you had the next pick. Oh, tough to say.
New York, baby.
I'm gonna go with the Santa Claus.
That's where I was gonna go if you didn't. It's a good one.
Yeah, but there's another one that I'm forgetting. There's another one out there I'm forgetting.
It's a tough one with the kids. I watched that one this season. I have watched that one. You kind of need to occupy their time for the first 10, 15 minutes because they basically kill Santa to start the movie.
Yeah.
What happened to Santa? He left his suit.
You tell him what happens. You wouldn't tell your daughter. You didn't tell him what happened.
We didn't have to cross the bridge. Our attention span was not with the movie.
We weren't there.
Luckily.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I think that would be kind of a tough one. Okay, I have one less movie written down than I have than I need. So I have 2 picks here, and I only have 1 written down. So I'm gonna take that one, which is the 1960s Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
1960s.
Very old claymation-y, the big Yeti. The sound that the light makes on his nose being so bright.
No, I know which one you're talking about. That one.
There's somebody on
Of all of them, though, like the one Santa Claus is coming to town, where you get the whole song. Put one foot in front of the other.
There's a guy on Instagram or TikTok who does the stop motion thing. He does it so well, so ridiculously good. I'd have to find it. I'll put it in the description if I think about it. And then I'm gonna say A Christmas Story, just to round it out.
No, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Can you do the line for me? The every time a bell rings.
That's not a Christmas Story.
Well, that's okay. I took the Christmas Story.
Every time your bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
Thank you.
Isn't that Miracle on Elm Street?
Nightmare on Elm Street. Miracle on 34th Street.
That's it. No, it's a black and white movie. You're thinking of the scene, though, that's in Christmas Vacation.
Yes, I am.
Sick. Every time the bell rings, a Santa gets that is not a Christmas Story. A Christmas Story is about
You'll shoot your eye out, right?
Yeah,
Or is that my
you're that thing where he gets a BB
and with
gun.
the lamp?
Yeah, with the lamp for Gile, which is a great Christmas movie. I was gonna pick it there if the last if it had slipped. So, well done.
Thanks. I appreciate it. You can take, just before you take your last pick here, you can take Kung Fu Panda Holiday.
Kung Fu Panda Holiday.
I'm sure it's great.
Where we don't serve orange chicken.
Let's hear it. You got one left. You got one more?
Yeah, I do. I do have one left. What should it be, though? You took my last pick. Here.
I'm sorry. Gotta get you some thinking juice. This next pick is brought to you by Eggnog. Eggnog, proud supporter of the Game Day Chug podcast. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, and comment on how TJ should be ejected from a zoo. Your thoughts?
Not gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Christmas movies. Am I looking for something that's funny or something that's gonna make me cry? It's very tough to think of these things when you haven't.
Don't think too hard.
You haven't given much thought to which one you like. But looking at my list here, I don't have.
I gotta go back to New York.
I don't have any animation on my list. So I'm going to go with, I think, one of the best animation Christmas movies ever made And that is the Polar Express.
The Polar Express. Hand up. I've never seen the Polar Express.
You've never seen the Polar Express?
Mm-mm.
Dude, it's so good.
It may be.
It's
just-
so wholesome. Wholesome. It's a good wholesome movie.
I think that the animation itself is
Wholesome.
what drove me away.
The animation.
I think that I just didn't like the look of it.
What didn't you like? That they looked like people?
I guess I think that there was a time in my youth. When did this movie come out?
2006.
Okay, so around that time, I felt that I was too old for certain things. Somebody got me a Superman shirt around that age, and I refused to wear it because superheroes are for little kids. Animated movies are for little kids. I didn't want any of that.
This is stupid. What are they on the train? They're on a train.
What is this? This is a Christmas train movie. Get out of here with your train. Yeah. I wasn't like, oh, I like trains. Trains.
Get out of here with the train. Get out of here.
What are we talking about? Train movies?
What are we talking about? Train movies?
Next flight fight. The next flight fight, we're gonna do train movies. First pick Snowpiercer.
Mike Wazowski, if your papers work, isn't at my desk by the morning.
Oh, that sounds very reassuring. Yeah, I've watched so much of that movie. So much.
It's a shame they didn't make a Christmas movie.
Boys, get me a door shredder. Love that movie.
It's a good one.
It really is.
What's the big Christmas present for the youngins this year?
You just have to make sure that no one tells my kids.
Don't worry,
So-
we won't tell. We won't tell.
The Dupree household is getting 4 new little legs in the door. We're going to have a puppy dog.
Oh, rough.
Now, the puppy dog will unfortunately not be under the tree on Christmas. We'll have all the fixins. We'll have the food and the cage and the leashes and all that stuff, but the dog has to be spayed first and all this from the shelter. And so,
of course,
we're going to have a little letter, and it says, your doggy's on the way, basically.
Cute.
Now,
Cute.
they've also managed to get everything else under the sun. My dad found a backyard jungle gym, so there's going to be a jungle gym in the backyard too. That's big enough to be like your one big present.
Yeah.
Went and picked up new bikes, so they've got like 3 like humongous gifts, right? That's like whenever you wake up and you see a bike, that's the one. But we're trifectaing these kids, and if you get one, you got to get 2. So
Yeah,
only one dog.
of course. One
Only
dog.
one dog. It'll be my first female dog that I've ever had.
That's all right.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
She's a young gal. I guess I can put a picture on here.
Yeah. I'll see the picture.
I'll do it. I'll put a picture up here in just a second.
Yeah.
But we can go on.
See the dog. Have you picked out a name yet?
Yes, we engraved a tag today.
It's a black thing, right?
What?
It's a black thing, right?
It's a black thing? Is that what you're saying?
It's a black little thing, right? It's a
Gray. She's
gray.
She's a gray dog. Here we go. We got the
Did you
picture.
put it up? Did you put it up?
Did I what?
Did you put it up? There's nothing there. Are you putting the picture of the dog up? Well, this has been another episode of Game Day Chug. I hope you've enjoyed.
No, I'm here. But I'm here. Sorry.
There he is. There he is.
I'm gonna get this. I sent myself the photo, and I don't know what I did there. I don't know why I did that, but you're gonna have to just bear with me for a second. I'm sorry. Glad that you went straight to the outro. To just well, I guess he's gone. We'll see you later.
It's show business, Clay. That's what it is.
If you got dead air, we can't go. You think that's gonna play in New York? You think you can have dead air and just get away with having a show? Here. She's behind bars.
In the arms of
So grainy, such grainy footage. It just looks like a gray blob with eyes. That's okay. We have a name. The name is gonna be Juno.
Juno.
I like Junebug.
Junebug.
Don't you still have a nice little dignified name, but we can call you Junebug. Call you June. Just a there's a lot of whatever you want to call it, reasoning behind it, if you want to call it that. It just fits.
Yeah, Elliot Page, who used to be Ellen.
Yes, it's because it's my favorite movie. Yeah, it's my favorite Elliot Page movie. Next Flight Fight. Favorite Elliot Page movies. My first pick is Inception. You know what?
As long as
Shout out
you're
to Christopher Nolan. I watched Inception like a month ago. Nowhere near as good as I remember. It lost its steam to me.
Why do you think that is?
Maybe it's just because I know the ending. Maybe it's just like you got to be fresh.
There's a lot of movies out there that has like, the way this ends. It's not a good.
Yeah.
Story's not worth it. Story's not worth it.
The juice ain't worth the squeeze.
The juice ain't worth the squeeze. So why bother watching it, eh?
Hey, what are you gonna do with 2 hours? You gonna ride the train?
You want me to sit down and watch this thing for 2 hours? I know how it's going to end.
That's basically what Aggies fans have been saying for the past 80 years.
30 years.
You want me to watch this for 2.5, 3 hours? I already know how it's gonna end.
What are they, 11-0? Yeah,
yeah, that'll last. That'll last.
You
know what though? I want the Texans to turn that around, because we've had same old Texans forever, which is win the first week of the playoffs, Saturday at 4:30, and then throw a stinker in the divisional round. I want to be in an AFC championship game.
That's what Houston is. That's what Houston is.
Can we change that? Can we do something about that?
If you've always heard if we had our 3 teams, the Texans, the Rockets, and the Astros, were in New York, what teams would they be? Well, they'd be the Mets, they'd be the Nets, and they'd be the Jets. It would
be the Jets, Mets, and the Jets, Mets, and Nets.
Yeah, it would be the Jets, Mets, and the Nets. There'd be a life of misery.
The other ones haven't had a whole lot of success recently either. The Knicks. What do you think of that? They won the in-season tournament thing. It comes with a banner. You're supposed to raise the banner. They refuse to raise the banner because of their history, because they haven't won anything, and this really isn't anything.
Yeah,
but they want them to raise the banner, and it would be laughed at. It'd be a meme if they raised the banner.
Yeah, they can't raise that banner.
The Lakers raised that banner. Is that just because their rafters are so full that they don't care?
They raised that banner for a lot of things. I think they raised that banner because they won the first title. You know, it was the first in season.
the first cup. Yeah.
The first cup. They raised that banner because LeBron also first cup. I don't know.
Just it's funny to me that like
the Lakers
the
are
Knicks
the
won't
most,
do it.
The Lakers are probably of all the major sports franchises out there, they're the most boring. The Lakers, like
Just in terms of just the way that they go about their business, like
yeah,
they have a good enough history to where they're cemented in like the top
Yeah.
2-3 most watched teams
yeah.
in the league.
And if we just buy a championship or two every 10 years, then
Then
we'll
you
be
keep your
okay.
status.
Yeah, we'll keep our status.
I can't wait for the Dodgers to be bad in 12 years. Just can't wait.
Yeah.
But it's going to be like 12 years because now that people see how good that they are, they take a pay cut to go play there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can be a part of a team that can run roughshod through everything. It's sad. It's bad for the sport.
Yeah.
And there's a whole lot of other things that are bad for the sport, like the bad teams, Oakland and Pittsburgh giving away players and not signing. Is Paul Skeens going to be a lifelong Pirate? No. It's sad. It's just sad.
I wouldn't mind him being an Astro.
We're allergic to spending money all of a sudden. The window's closed. You get what you get, and we already got it. We are what we are now.
So the MLB offseason is over. Winter is over.
It's not over, but the winter meetings came and went.
There's 3 months left before they even report.
But we're not going to make the splash. We're not interested in the splash.
Mm.
We want to operate like we're Tampa Bay, not like we're Houston or like we're a big market.
Mm.
They want to operate like a small market team. It's sad.
This is no good.
It is no good. I wish that we had some go get 'em, but we don't.
Yeah. Where do you get that go get 'em?
Hot start.
Start.
An owner who wants more than 2 rings on his finger.
I like the hot start. There's nothing better than a team with a hot start. That is what gets my engines going, man.
I mean, what do you think about a team that has a bad start and then gets insanely hot? Like, say a team that's like 10-2 over their last 12.
Yeah, that gets my engines revving.
That'll get my engines going.
Yeah, that gets me going.
I believe in this team here. I don't see a whole lot of people who can just outclass us. Where it sits right now, you're going to be on the road for most of the playoffs, if not all. It would take other home teams losing for you to host anything. I saw Schefter today said that if the Niners win out, they play the Bears at home and then they play the Seahawks at home.
They get the number one seed.
If they win out, they get the 1 seed. And if you're the 1 seed, then you're home field throughout playoffs. And then the Super Bowl is in Santa Clara. So they could host every game from here to the championship.
Yeah, and they might. And I would love I love that would be a good revenge game for us. We beat them, but
if D'Amico went to Santa Clara for a Super Bowl,
yeah, that would be a good storyline.
I agree.
I'm just thinking, like, once this defense knows that they're in, and that's going to be sometime this weekend. They're going to know they're in, with
It's
regardless of how the rest of the season goes, this week or next week.
our
And
clinching scenario is a Jags win or us win.
yeah, so
One of those two gets you in. You'd prefer if it was us,
yeah,
and I'd prefer if the Colts beat the Jags so that we could have a chance to be the 3 seed. If you're the 3 seed, you're almost guaranteed to host Jacksonville. As things stand right now, we're going to New England.
good.
I don't hate either option. I'd like to be at home.
I'm not scared of anybody.
No.
The way this winter's going doesn't really think it's gonna be a blistering cold one in Foxborough.
Yeah, you just don't want to go to Buffalo. It will get cold in Buffalo.
Send me to Buffalo.
That's the punishment. You hitchhike to Buffalo.
Send me to Buffalo.
Hey, I'll bring that up to the council. We'll talk about sending you to Buffalo.
Yeah,
I mean, you lived in Wyoming, so you're not afraid of the cold.
On y'all's dime. Y'all gotta.
I already said I'm paying for the zoo. You should be thanking me for that.
I'll go to Buffalo.
The Buffalo Zoo?
Next weekend. Yeah, I'll get thrown out of the Buffalo Zoo.
You're going to look for the cheapest flight to Buffalo right now. Right now.
I'll get thrown out of a Buffalo Zoo. Out of the Buffalo Zoo.
I have to go. I have to go. So you just sit there and say, Josh Allen sucks. They're like, sir, you have to leave. Get out. That would be good.
No, if I my plane, my room and board and meals and flight is paid for, I'll go to Buffalo and go.
I've got a much cheaper alternative. It's actually in your town.
No, that's not nearly as exciting. I say
for you, it's still exciting for me.
I say you all pay for my flight, my hotel.
A GoFundMe from the Game Day Chug faithful. Send TJ to Buffalo.
Send TJ to Buffalo so I can go get kicked out of their zoo.
Well, you heard it here, folks. We have a mission. We have a mission.
Because I'm not going to get kicked out of the zoo anyway else.
We can find some different ways. We can be agreeable. There's some other places that would be fun to get kicked out of.
No. I want to do the 9x9x9.
That's not a punishment.
You
just want to eat 9 hot dogs and drink 9 beers at a baseball game. That's just like not a punishment. We're going to do that. We're going to do that for fun in the summer. It's not even going to be a punishment.
I want it to be my punishment.
You don't get to choose your punishment. The wheel chooses the punishment, and the wheel is just. We played a basketball game to determine the veracity of the wheel, and Zoo won the game. You may have even been on Team Zoo.
I was never on Team Zoo.
You might have been on Team Zoo. I'm going to have to ask
our
historian.
I was never on Team Zoo.
You are now. All right. This has been an episode of GameDayNog. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Send TJ to the Buffalo Zoo. I will set up the GoFundMe. I will. We'll have a goal in mind. And maybe we can pull off a Christmas miracle. And if not, then we'll just have to settle for New Braunfels, San Marcos, San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, Houston, Shreveport, Lake Charles.
Are these zoos? Zoos? I'm not going to a zoo.
See you at the zoo, buddy.
I'm not going to the zoo.